Go to this computer again. Yeah. Okay, good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for you joining our course today in a webinar Magister Biology in the course of Exploration of Natural Particle Chemistry with our special guest today, Associate Professor Dr. Ranjithkumar Rajamani from the Department of Pharmacology, Saveetha Medical Medicine College Hospital from Tamil Nadu, India. And then special opening remark will be talked by our dean, Professor David. So this course is belong to the course by Biology Department in Biology for Magister study. We have in total 2 students in this elective course, but I also invite students from another course. They are from the Biosystematics, total 2 students, and then another 10 students from the Scientific Writing in English course. And we have also some guests from the pharmacy department, Bu Enda. She is working now in biotechnology doctoral program in Jember University. So before we start our talk, please, Professor David, time is yours for opening speech.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Fuad. Good evening also for everybody. It is great honors and pleasure for me on behalf of the Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science, University of Jember, to welcome all of you, especially Dr. Ranjithkumar, PhD, in this inspiring event, the 2025 Magister Biology, what we call webinar, yeah, Exploration of Natural Product Chemistry. I believe as Faculty of Mathematics and Natural Science will get a lot of benefit of having this event, especially also our speaker from India, Dr. Ranjithkumar from the Department of Pharmacology, Saveetha Medical College and Hospital, India. And I already informed by Dr. Fuad, his remarkable work in pharmacology and natural compound is already no doubt, and I believe he can bring a new perspective and a new knowledge. And with this kind of talk, the participant can enrich their understanding and even for the future, for the potential collaboration. So again, I especially delighted to welcome Dr. Ranjithkumar. Hopefully, you can be able to come down to our university in the future time and meet Dr. Fuad and me, especially also our student, and hopefully this session will be benefiting to all of you. By reciting Basmalah, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, this session is officially open for all of you. Thank you very much. And again, good evening to everybody. I give it back to Dr. Fuad.
Thank you very much, Prof. David, for the opening remark. Yes, so let's after you give me contact, Dr. Ranjithkumar talk intensively, and we have a really nice discussion, and we already working together in total
fantastic.
2 paper, and then we already submitted one of them.
Wow.
And we are waiting for the other.
I'm very pleased to have this information. Yes, please keep maintaining the collaboration, the joint research or joint paper for the future. I believe we can invite him to come down to Indonesia, next time. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Prof. David. And then we also want to continue working together to improve our journal in life science and biotechnology in biology department. Dr. Ranjithkumar already to become one of our editor for this journal. And then after we finish with the maintenance system in our journal system, we will continue our cooperation. Yeah.
Actually, we have what your head of department just came to my office. She told me about icolic. Yeah. Might be. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yes. If you can invite him to join with this conference, I'm not sure. Yeah, either this year or next year. Yeah. Maybe, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, this biannual conference will be held in October. Yeah, we will discuss with our team in our department and then offer Dr. Ranjithkumar because at the moment we're setting now in hybrid system. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
We'll see the opportunities later on. Okay.
Yes, Professor. Great offers.
Yes.
And then we continue to the second agenda, the presentation directly by Dr. Ranjithkumar Rajamani. Let me share the presentation slide. And please start by introducing yourself to our audience and then your work. And then we have for about 100 minutes, so for about 1.5 hours for your discussion, for your presentation and then discussion in total. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you for all, Professor Raki and Professor Fu. Very happy and very good evening from India. Actually, myself, I am Dr. Ranjithkumar. I completed my bachelor degree in biochemistry, followed by biotechnology in my master degree, and followed by doctorate degree in biotechnology. After that, I have a lot of opportunity to work with the natural molecules. Initially, we worked with natural molecules and their applications. For last 5 years, we are working on natural molecules and the nanoparticles. Through the natural molecules, how we can implement the nanoparticles, how the nanoparticles will help for treating the lot of disease, and how the nanoparticles will help to save the environment. So we are working the synergetic activity of the nanoparticles through the medicine plant as natural molecule, because through the natural molecules we can reduce the toxicity of the nanoparticles, even though we can utilize very good eco-friendly materials. Please, second slide, Professor. Next one, please. Yes, thank you. However, before we going to start a session on how the chemistry, natural molecules chemistry will help explorations, very basic. The educations, the purpose of education is to make a good human being with skill and expertise. Enlightening human being with creating by a teachers. Teachers are gifted, and the education is a most powerful weapon which can use to change the world. We are very lucky peoples. we got a very good opportunities to study the different subject and different universities. We are very lucky because in all over the world, around 30% to 40% people never get a educations. In that, we are very lucky. We have got educations. Through the educations, we can support our local, and we can support our state, and we can support our country, and we can support through the world with collaborations work and highly implemented work. That is the reasons we need a very good education for a all. Professor, please next.
Okay. Sorry.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. The topic, the topic today we discuss explorations of the natural product chemistry. In the chemistry itself, we know that the chemistry very the chemistry is a simple subject that deal with different molecules, different atoms. We know that periodical tables we have 108 atoms. The atoms together, the molecule will form. The molecule together, the compound will form. So, how the chemistry play behind the screen? Very simple. C6H12O6. It is the formula for a glucose. The same C6H12O6. It is the formula for fructose. Both have same molecular formula, but it is both structurally differ. The structural differ, the both will play multiple role in metabolism activity. For example, glucose will enter directly to the glycolysis cycle, but fructose will play lot of role in liver activity. The structural different impact their metabolic activity. That is the reasons we need to understand the chemistry of each and every molecules, because the simple chemistry, the combinations of the molecules will influence the property of the molecules. The property of the molecules will influence the application of the molecules. That is the reasons still now we are working in a dose dependent activities. Increasing the dose, the activity is also increased. Again, the increasing the dose, the activity also increased. Again, the increasing the dose, the dosage will affect the toxicity level high. That is the reason the chemistry play vital role. We need to understand the each and every chemistry of the each and every molecule. That is the more important. Professor, please next slide. Yes, thank you, Professor. The natural product, we know that natural product are known as a secondary metabolism. We know that there is natural product are the secondary metabolism. For example, if you are eating apple, the apple is a primary product from the apple tree. The apple is a primary product from the apple tree. The inside the apple, we have a lot of phytochemicals molecule, lot of chemical molecules. So the chemical molecules present in natural source, that is called natural molecules. That molecule we called as a secondary metabolism. That are the substance produced from plant, also produced from animals, also produced from microbes. We know that from the plant we have a lot of benefits. From animal we have a lot of benefits. From microbes we have a lot of benefits. These compounds known as the chemical structure and potentially medical property. These compounds are very powerful compound. For example, curcumin is one of the best medicines, curcumin from the turmeric. And even though we have a lot of cattle milk, we have a lot of lactose molecules. We have a lot of probiotics. That is the reasons these are a source for the secondary metabolism. Even plant, animal, and microbes containing lot of phytochemicals, lot of probiotics, lot of vitamins, and lot of nutrients. Again, how these molecules are applied? These molecules will potential applications in medicine, even though agriculture, even though food sector. These applications are depends upon the unique chemical structure of the biological property. The unique chemical structure give a lot of biological property. For example, I will tell you, Chitosan, one of the molecules, is derived from chitin. Chitosan, one of the molecules, is derived from chitin molecules. The peoples are isolating the chitosan molecules. The chitosan molecules will apply for medical, they apply for food industry, they apply for agriculture industry. The three industry are using chitosan molecule. 2025, the chitosan is one of the leading GDP molecules in a biological science. It is a polymer molecule like a cellulose. So remember that the chitosan we can use for medical, the chitosan same chitosan we can use for agriculture, the same chitosan we can use for food, because the structurally we need to change the chitosan molecules. The applications also differ. The structure of the natural molecules are more important. That is the reasons we have a lot of instrument to identify, to study about the particular phytochemical structure. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. Initially, the natural product, how the natural product are discovered. Very simple, we know that. Aspirin, we know that. Penicillin, we know that. These are the molecules already built it. So natural products are lead compound. We are talking about natural. What is natural product? It is in a lead compound. The natural product can offer several. Professor, I received some message for in waiting room. Enter into the waiting room.
Okay, it's already at, yeah.
Thank you, Professor. Uh, the, that much of powerful leading compound. There is a leading compound will give lot of impact to create a new applications. If we are taking some compound from the plant, if we are taking some compound from the microbes, if we are taking some compound from the any other source, natural source, the compound we call it as a lead compound. The lead compound will help lot of discoveries. That means we have a lot of natural molecules discoveries. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. In another hand, one of the peoples are focusing on natural molecules for drug discovery. Another hand, the peoples are focusing more on the traditional medicines. Traditional medicines. We know the TMC, the traditional Chinese medicines nowadays playing vital role. Even though all Chinese are they are following traditional Chinese medicine, TMC one and TMC two and TMC three. They have a lot of informations about that. Then India they are following Ayurveda system. Ayurveda depends on the medicine plant system. So these system will play lot of impact. In another aspects, the people still following of herbal medicines for the common cold and digestive issues and inflammation issues. The still the so many persons are more in the throughout the world, more than 40-45% of peoples are following these herbal based medicines and TMC and Ayurvedic system for their curing their disease. From the indigenous knowledge only, we are updating lot and we discover lot of medicines and lot of implementation in a medical sector and other food sector or any other sector. We are getting knowledge from the indigenous. We are getting knowledge from the ancient. We are getting knowledge from our elder peoples. We are getting a lot of knowledge from. That is the reasons nowadays the peoples are working on collecting the data of indigenous system and collecting the data of precision system following for a lot of disease. Then nowadays the precision medicine, one of the biggest molecules playing lot of impact in the medical sector. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. The third one is for natural molecules, a lot of healthcare applications, especially in nutrition. We know that we are using a lot of dairy supplement, vitamins, mineral, bioactive compound from the nature source. Still, the omega-3 fatty acid and a lot of antioxidant molecules are present. The same kind, we are using probiotic and prebiotic for our benefit of gut microbes and our immune power. Furthermore, functional food, we know that we had a turmeric, we had a garlic, and we have a tea every day in our life. That's play vital role in healthcare system. The people follow a lot of things in ancient time. Nowadays, we are proving that a particular plant or particular compound or particular research is a benefit for a human health. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. How we can work with these natural molecules or on a biggest target? In plenty of natural molecules there. we need to screen the molecules. It is an antimicrobial, or it is an antioxidant, or it is a polymeric compound, or it is an anti-inflammatory, or it is an anti-cancer drug, or it is an antiviral drug. We need to screen the molecules. Once, if we are screening, for that screening, our ancient informations are help us a lot. We are getting informations from our ancient people, or we are getting information from our indigenous culture, and we are getting the plant, and we are screening the plant, and through the screening we are developing lot of materials. Nowadays we have a very good packaging materials from the plant, that is an antimicrobial packaging. Nowadays we have a lot of antioxidant molecules in market, lot of antioxidant molecules in the market, lot of antifungal agent. All the cosmetics are using lot of antifungal agent. So the screening of the molecules is more important in understanding the natural product. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. We know that natural products are being studied and used to support management of multiple area in healthcare. We know that natural molecules are playing vital role. Even though other, the chronic disorder, the cardiovascular disorder, diabetes, cancer, another one, neurological deficiency. Nowadays, lot of medicines plant are used by ancient, and nowadays people also following these type of medicine plant for the biological benefit. For example, we are using garlic, we are using lemon tea, we are using curcumin, we are using omega-3 fatty acid, we are using ginger. These were the biological management. We know that the garlic containing garlic acid and curcumin, turmeric containing curcumin, both are will give lot of benefits for the health. That is the reasons we are taking. Hence, we need to manage these things. So we need to understand what is the primary metabolism and what is the secondary metabolism. How we can isolate the secondary metabolism for the beneficiary, our beneficiary, and how we can use the secondary metabolism for the other drug development purpose. Professor, next. Thank you, Professor. In overall, very simple, the natural molecules playing vital role in pharmaceutical and therapeutic applications. In moreover, it is a functional food and nutraceuticals. Moreover, it is a sustainable agriculture and biopesticides. Even though it is in a personal care and cosmetics area also it is used. In nowadays, the team from the biotechnology, they are focusing more on the drug development and drug discovery innovations. For pharmaceutical, we know that the lot of molecules there, even though for functional food also lot of molecules there, and agriculture also lot of molecules are using plant source for using for agriculture, natural pesticides, and cosmetics area. Still we know that aloe vera, one of the biggest molecules in the market in the cosmetics area, aloe vera gel, you know that the biggest market in the worldwide for natural UV protected also. Even though biotechnology are focusing more on the nano formulation and synergetic bending. For example, AMR, you know that antimicrobial resistance, one of the biggest task in worldwide, especially in European countries, they are affected more. However, nowadays the worldwide, the antimicrobial resistance, we know the multi drug resistance bacteria, we know that. That is the biggest task. When we are developing a single drug, the bacteria easily can develop the resistance towards on the single drug. When we are mixing a two or three medicines plant, the two or three medicines plant will give n number of compound. In that, 5 to 6 compound will targeted on the bacteria cell wall. Now the bacteria will confused, and bacteria will take long time to develop the resistance towards on the phytochemicals. That is what nowadays people focusing more on the combination of different natural molecules towards on the anti-AM or antimicrobial resistance bacteria, because uh, 5 years before, 10 years before, we know that the development of antibiotic or increased. Past 5 years, 6 years, we never developed that much of antibiotics, because the bacteria 1 year or 2 year bacteria easily can develop resistance towards on the particular antibiotic. But when we are using combination of the different medicine plant, it will give more molecules. The more molecules will attack on the surface of the bacteria. When the surface of the bacteria will damage, now the plasmid bacteria containing the plasmid, plasmid responsible for the again responsible for the restriction. But now plasmid will confused. The plasmid will take long time to develop the resistance because not one molecule, single molecule, it all over 5-10 molecules are attacking on a bacteria. That is the reason the herbal based development of antibiotics nowadays more popular in a biotechnology area and drug development innovations area. Professor, please next. Yes, we know that how lot of market we have. We know that natural molecules, etc., etc., etc. We know all the things, but we don't know what is the value of that particular medicine. Nowadays, after COVID, the increasing the consumer awareness are increasing day by day, especially natural based molecules are demanding in market for that is the phytochemical market. We are called as a phytochemical market as a demand. Another one thing, the plant-based movement are increased. Plant-based movement are very increased. Nowadays, the cosmetics, they have a lot of plant implementations, lot of plant are involved. Especially in Indonesia, the plant-based protein reached 63.34 million in 2023. The Indonesia herbal medicine market also projected reached 13.732.1 million in 2024. Same in 2023, they projected at 2549.1 million. That remember that how the market are increased for a especially for a herbal based combination. Professor, please next. When you have a time, I given a link, the customer marketing link, the Indonesia herbal medicine market expanded up to 7.1% by 2033. So I requested not only the department, not only the faculty, even the student, whenever you are doing some project, just through the project try to develop any kind of a product because you are working on a natural molecules, you are working on a natural based chemistry, and try to develop, complete your project with publications, also complete your project with one one simple product. That product will lead you a lot. That simple product will lead you lot because we have a very good herbal. That is the reason the worldwide everyone are nowadays focusing on startup activity, entrepreneur development cell. They are started in each and every institute because we have a lot of natural resource, we have a lot of educations, we have a lot of opportunities, we have a lot of resource. Then why we need to miss opportunities? Hence try to develop any product oriented concept. That is when you have time, just go through the web page, you will get what is the market value. Once you need to understand the market value, definitely you will focus more on the development of product aspects. Thank you, Professor. Next. The many natural molecules there. Here I given only 3 molecules for an example. That's the marketing value of the particular example. Let's think tea as in a green tea. We know that the tea is one of the special movement. It reduces stress when we are writing a paper, when we are taking a class, when we are in an exam, when we feel very stressed, we need a coffee or tea to control our brain. That much of powerful natural molecules present in these type of medicine plant. That is the reasons we have a tea time for 3 days per day. So increasing day by day. Another one, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, one of the famous medicine plant which help lot in a COVID time. Ashwagandha containing lot of natural molecules. It help lot of COVID patient. Ashwagandha worldwide we have a lot of market in ashwagandha. Same aloe vera gel. That remember that still the marketing potential is to open lot 303.4 million 2024, 2020 that 5677 millions it reached 6.3, the growth rate 6.3 for ashwagandha, growth rate 11.61. That remember that how the molecules are playing vital role in market value. Please, Professor, next. This is the simple slide. Why I need to make this slide? We need to understand that the particular primary source, and from the primary source we need to understand the secondary source. Here the garlic, especially the garlic is one of the primary source. Here the apple is one of the primary source. Inside the garlic, inside the apple, we have a lot of compound. Each compound will give multiple applications. That is the reason the compound we called as a secondary metabolisms. For example, the apple, the rutin molecules they are in the apple. So the garlic acid, acetylene molecules are there in garlic. If we are working on an antimicrobial agent, we need to finalize how we can isolate exact compound from the garlic. If we are working on a anti-cancer activist, rutin, one of the very good molecules. From apple, we need to isolate the rutin. So hence, single primary source, you can get multiple secondary source. That is the called the secondary metabolism or playing vital role in a healthcare system. Professor, please next. This is a basic flow chart. The basic flow chart will help you how we can design our project in the future and how we can utilize these natural molecules. If we need to, initially we need to select what problem we have in our local or in our country or in our circle, we need to collect. If, for example, diabetes, one of the biggest issues, one side. Another side, diabetes food ulcer is one of the biggest issues. So far, there is no medicines for the diabetic food ulcer. Diabetic food ulcer, so far, there is no medicine. Still, the people following only the herbal-based combinations because the microbes are super bug microbes. We never understand what the microbes needed. Powerful microbes. Hence, we need to understand what is the problem. Based on the problem, we need to select sourcing of selection of our medicine plant or natural resource. If we are working on marine-based system, we need to select very good algae. Nowadays, of spirulina, one of the leading algae molecules, we will give lot of phycocyanin from the spirulina. Same thing, we need to understand, we need to sourcing, we need to select the compound where we are selecting the marine organisms, we are selecting the medicine plant. If the medicine plant we are selected from the local or we are collecting the medicine plant from the any natural resource, the diversity area, we need to select. After that, we need to develop the extraction and isolations method. For example, if you have collect the medicine plant, if you eat 10 minutes, you will get a some extract. If you eat 20 minutes, you will get a different extract. If you eat 1 hour, you will get a different phytochemical extract. If you are in a, if you are preparing as a cold extract, you will get some compound. That much of property there in medicine plant. Then the extraction and isolation methods are more important, followed by characterization and standardizations is more important. Once we are isolating all the molecules from the secondary metabolism, we need to understand use of advanced technical tools for HPLC, HPGLC, NMR, and FT. We need to understand what chemical present in a particular plant and what chemical person. The chemical we are dealing with a natural chemical. Once we understand through the chromatography technique and other analytical technique, we need to formulate our product. We need to formulate for a next step. We need to treat diabetes. We need to develop a cotton. The cottons are coated with your medicine plant extract. That is the formulations. That is the formulations nowadays. Liposomes are using, nanocellulose using, biopolymers using. We need to then we need to check the efficacy of the our product or efficacy of the our isolated molecules and safety testing. The safety testing also nowadays we need to consider. We can conduct any small safety test. We can check how the this will kill our RBC cells or WBC cells. That the blood related assay we can do in a simple way. Professor, please next. Yes. technological innovations in phytochemical utilization. Now, what are the technology innovations there? What are the technology innovations are people focusing? Very simple. Extractions method, how we can extract phytochemicals from the plant without using any toxic chemicals. The people are focusing on that. Then how we can focusing on a nano encapsulations of the molecules, how we can focusing on a nano encapsulation. For example, neem, one of the big, very good molecules, neem. Through the neem, people are developing the nano encapsulations. And then the improving the absorbance capacity, biotransformations, absorbance capacity there people. Nowadays, even though the computer-based people are focusing on AI and machine learning in phytochemical activity predictions. For example, if you are isolating some phytochemicals from any plant, you can use AI, you can use machine learning to understand whether these molecules are new or already reported, what are the report they have, how it is work. Every data you can collect it from the artificial intelligence and machine learning. The people are working. What is the reasons people are focusing on this? If I am working in India, you are working in Indonesia, someone working in Malaysia, someone working in Japan, we all together we all get lot of data from the AI and machine learning. We need to understand what molecules are playing and what are the things are going in developing of natural based molecule in a drug development. Then the synthetic biology, how we can enrich the phytochemicals, because a lot of medicine plant nowadays or we not supposed to get, because a lot of plant are already in a endemic stage. A lot of plant are in a endemic stage. So people are try to get a plant and they are developing plant tissue culture and they are trying to develop the synthetic biology to utilization the plant. That agro waste, well, is very simple. Pomegranate peel, one of the agro waste. Nowadays, one of the global market, pomegranate peel is one of the biggest global market. We know that pomegranate peel is an agro waste. Then fish waste, we call it as a fish waste is a waste. But fish waste is a source for chitosins. That is not on a waste. Nowadays, people are focusing more on a biomass to bioenergy source. How we can utilize our waste to next product byproduct. Nowadays the circular economy and sustainability the people are focusing. That is the reason the sustainable development goal, we have a exact goal for the circular economy goal. For climate change we can use circular economy, and life on land, life on earth, life on marine, we can use the circular economic concept. Professor, please next. Thank you. That is the picture I taken from the web page that's related to Indonesia only. This is the more important slide. We know that Moringa oliflora, one of the medicine plant worldwide, it is one of the medicine plant. We have another name also, Moringa bullet. It kills more than 60 different type of disease. The one single plant, it almost kills more than 65 of different type of disease. The worldwide the people are using Moringa oliflora, especially that we call it as a Moringa bullet. We know that the phytochemicals make focused on health benefit, clean label, and scientific creatable. The strategy including marketing, education, conduct, sustainable resource. The innovation on nano delivery and professional product engage the consumer interest and differentiations. Very simple. We know that here we are discussing about the moringa, how we can use the moringa. Professor, please next. That is the slide. We know that single plant we call as a moringa plant. Understanding the value of nature through the research and development. Only research and development we can understand what are the benefit we are going to get and we are getting from, we are benefited from the particular moringa plant. So far the so many persons are reported. So many persons are reported from the leaf, from the flower, from the bud, from the stem, from the seeds. We are getting multiple benefit. The single plant of moringa, we will get a multiple benefit. We can separate each and everything and we will get a lot of health benefit. These benefits we are understanding through research and development. So when we are focusing on a market, before that we need to understand what are the research and development happened, what are the research and development already done in a particular nature resource. That is the more important. Professor, please next. Nowadays we are talking about innovations. We are talking about innovations. Remember that the moringa, the single plant, we have a food, beverage, and health, wellness, and other applications. Single plant, we are using multiple sector. We have a moringa leaf powder, we have a moringa tea, moringa oil, moringa juice, moringa foods, moringa ghee, moringa rich mixer powder, rice mixer powder, moringa cherry, moringa capsule and tablet, moringa supplement. Just remember that the single plant, you can get a multiple product in a single plant through food we can use, health sector we can use, and other applications also we can use for that particular moringa. That is what the innovations meet. The peoples, when we are a leaf, we need to do some innovations in the leaf. If we are preparing tea based, we need to do some innovations. That innovations play lot of implementing your marketing aspects. Professor, please next. Yes, innovations of product design. Yes, sir. Yes, professor. We are developing lot of particular. We are working on a medicine plant. We are working on a lot of natural molecules and all. Yes. Initially, the people used moringa. Just they are pick up from the tree, and they are taking leaf, and they are using leaf for food, and they are using fruit for from the tree only they can get a benefit. After few years later, they make it a powder. They used the powder for a preparation. After few years later, again, when we learned a lot from the research, we developed expanded marketing value product in a pack. That's 6 month, 1 year validity product. After that, we are in busy schedules. We are traveling one place to another place. We are so many commitment, and we don't have time to purchase these things. Even everybody, so many people are staying in a city. They are not supposed to get a moringa leaf and moringa. It's very rare. The distance of market, lot of for that marketing innovations, the people are focusing. They made it a marketing dipty. They made it a dipty. The dipty especially for moringa dipty. In dip, you can contain moringa powder. Just take 1 cup of hot water and dip it and drink it. You will get the benefit of the moringa phytochemicals. It will help lot of internal metabolism. That is called marketing innovations. They innovated the product. Now the people are traveling in a bus. They are taking a 50 packet. Whenever they chance to get hot water, they can dip and they can drink. The flight they are using, the train they are using. So the product utility, the utilization of the customers are increased when compared to powder. The dipty are more innovative. Then after that, the people should think differ. I told you right, the dual activity, synergetic activity of the medicines plant and medicine plant related molecules are more important. Hence, people are joining together with moringa and hibiscus. They form a new tea, moringa hibiscus tea. Again, another persons develop moringa and mint, moringa mint tea. Another persons developed beyond the thinking, moringa and pomegranate dip. You can get a pomegranate flavor, and you can get a benefit of moringa. That's wonderful. Another person think beyond moringa and ginger tea. So these much of product available in the market already. These product are developed by someone else. These product are developed by someone else. But beyond the product, researchers are there in each and every product, because without research and development, we don't know that what is the benefit of the particular product. So each and every publication of academic stuffs which help someone start a very good business in the world, because myself and your professor and other, we are reported on the particular plant, a particular compound, the compound have lot of anti-cancer activity, hence this medicine plant good for anti-cancer. We reported, we published in a journal. If someone will take the paper and read it, oh, that's good. They made it, that particular plant, and they added some more, they make it a teacup. They get anti-cancer tea. They did anti-cancer tea or anti-accident tea. This much of development of each and every research publication is very good value for science and technology for each and every nation or whole country. Professor, please next. That is the reasons the product innovations depends. Business model innovation, process innovation, cost innovation, line extension, and product improvement and new product development. We need to follow these things. If we are focusing on product innovations, for example, everybody are not possible to not possible to purchase for $500. $500 for one cup of moringa. We need to reduce. How we can reduce? For that, what are the things we can do? We need to think the different design thinking. That is the reasons everybody are nowadays focusing on a research and development activity. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. Thank you. This is the analysis of the phytochemicals. The analysis of the phytochemicals. The phytochemicals means phyto, which depends on a plant. The chemicals, we are getting lot of compound from the green molecules. The phyto, which indicate green, we can get algae, we can get spirulina, etc., etc. So nowadays the HPLC, GCMS, UV visible spectrophotometry, NMR spectrophotometry, and FTL spectrophotometry and LCM are playing vital role. I added a GCMS and LCMS. GCMS, volatile compound, we can analyze very good in manner. LCMS, non-volatile and thermally unstable compound, we can identify. The same, the UV, the wonderful instrument. Through the UV, we can identify multiple uh, compound. UV visible spectrophotometry. Everything's work based on electromagnetic waves. HPLC also containing the UV visibles. One part HPLC also containing UV visible light. So HPLC, everything's nowadays important. Whenever you get a chance, just read about these instrumentation, which help you to find out lot of information about the phytochemicals. If in future, if I get a chance, definitely I will take HPLC, GCMS, UV visible, NMR, each and every instrument, and how the instrumentation work, how we can isolate, how we can utilize the instrument for the development of phytochemicals and identify the phytochemical. Future, if I get a chance, definitely I will discuss with you all. Professor, please next. Uh, thank you, Professor. Thank you. This is one of our publications. We published the very simple. We focused on how the plant molecules are utilized. We focused on leaf items, we focused on root, we focused on seed, everything we focused. Multiple utilizations are happen in a biological synthesis of green nanoparticles, especially nowadays the people called as a green chemistry of nanotechnology. Green chemistry of nanotechnology. We are utilizing a lot of natural resource for a nanotechnology. Fungi, bacteria, yeast, and algae, everything have intracellular and extracellular metabolism. The extracellular intercellular, when we are react with the metal salt, we can get a very good nanoparticles. Even the plant is a very good antioxidant, lot of phytochemicals there. The phytochemicals act as a reducing agent. When we mixed with the metals, we get a very good nanoparticles. Here, the concentration of the bioactive compounds or metabolisms are more important. What temperature we are working and what pH we are working, how the reactions time and concentration of the metal salt. These influence the size and shape of the nanoparticles. The size and shape of the particles will differ the application aspects. For example, the gold, we are talking about the gold. When the gold in a 20 nanometer scale, it is in a red color. When a bulk, it emit gold emissions. That is the reasons we call as a gold. That size play vital role in a activity. Professor, please next. Thank you. This is same slide. Uh, this comparative review. This is a review articles. We before that we work a lot of things in a nanotechnology. After that we write these articles. These articles we collaborate with National Institute of Vietnam, and they collaborate with International University Malaysia and myself, and I collaborate with Thailand, Mohilada University, Thailand. They three members are helped me a lot in developing this review. Very simple. Here also I mentioned that when different phytochemicals, quantitative, qualitative, different in different plant. The phytochemicals influence the nanoparticle synthesis. The synthesis influence the size of the nanoparticles and shape of the nanoparticles. The shape and size will give different type of applications. Some seed coating applications, soil remediations, antimicrobial, some stress relieving, some precisional farming. So each and every phytochemicals and quantitative and qualitative are more important. Professor, please next. Yes, that is the reason plant source or animal source or microbe source or mineral source. Which source we are focusing for a natural, we are focusing for developing a research or developing a product and all. We need to select a source. Initially, I told you the selection of source is more important. The selection of source, you need to find out what is the problem you have. For problem, you need to identify the source, and availability of the source also more important, because the availability, without availability there is a no use. The information is wealth, but the quantity and the quality and marketability, and then next further development we need availability of the resources. Professor, please next. The natural, finally, the natural resource for health care, truly gifted of nature. That is the whole concept. It's already gifted from the nature, providing powerful bioactive compound that promote healing, supported disease prevalence, and engaging overall wellness. But how we can utilize these natural gift is a more targeted one, because nowadays the fast food one of the biggest challenging, our physical activity one of the biggest challenging. Nowadays we are in 24/7, we are developing mobile and social media, etc., etc. These influence a lot. Hence, utilize natural molecules for your health. That is the more benefit you will get. That is the really gifted from the nature. This is my personal advice. Thank you, Professor. Next. Yes. Uh, this particular paper, we published a lot of publications like this, but why I include only 2-3 publications I include. This particular paper, we used Sitta aquata plant. The plant, through the plant, we synthesize silver nanoparticles. In silver nanoparticles, we encaps with chitosan. Here, the chitosan also nature molecules, and from phytochemicals we are isolating from the Sitta aquata medicine plant, that also nature molecules. Hence, the nature molecules will lot of benefit. That this we collaborate with South Korea, Yadam University, South Korea. That a particular functionalized silver nanoparticles, it act as antimicrobial, so it act as a cancer activity also. Both it act as a, because we have a lot of phytochemicals. Even though we are coating with chitosan, so chitosan delivery the phytochemicals inside the cells. So hence we received very good applications. It act as antimicrobial, it act as a anti-cancer agent. Professor, please next. This I want to tell you. In the previous publications, we use whole medicine plant, but here we take galactotannis. the single molecules, we developed chitosan zinc nanocomposite. It act, it is a both. It is an organic, it is degrading the organic dye, even though it is an a antimicrobial application. So environmental applications also we received even though biological applications. So the dual applications we will get when we prepare synergetic material of different combination of the phytos and metal and polymers. Professor, please next. This when I was in another college, this we worked with one of the university from Mexico. The professor very nice. They are developing lot of nanoparticles only in zinc based, because in Mexico, the US based Mexico, they have a lot of heavy metal pollution in the underground. Heavy metal pollutions. They were arsenic, they were a lot of heavy metal pollutions. And also the dye pollutions. Hence, they are working more on a water-based research. University of California from the Mexico. They are just I supported them for a manuscript preparation and some correction and some innovations. They taken a single medicine molecular plant, phytochemicals. The whole plant, the hibiscus. They take whole plant of hibiscus, but they prepare in a different combination of extract, 1%, 4%, 8%. They prepare in a different extract concentration. The concentration of the hibiscus is a differ 1, 4, 8%. 1% the different phytochemicals, 4% the different phytochemicals, 8% the different phytochemicals. The combination of phytochemicals are differ. Hence, it influences the formation of zinc nanoparticles. When the 8% we will get a very small size of a nanoparticles, where 4 before and followed by 1%. 1% get larger and 4% larger, and when we are talking with 8%, we get a very small size of the nanoparticles. It help to degrade a lot of dyes. It's an environmental applications oriented paper, but very good results we got it. That clearly indicate that the influence of phytochemicals only, the size and shape of the particles are differ. So each and every phytochemicals play vital role in preparation of the any kind of synthetic chemicals. Professor, please next. Yes, we want to know that how we can develop. So when we are already enter into the business community, we are talking about business proposal. When we are faculty, when we are entering into the research as a scholar, we are talking about the research proposals. When we are in a working with lot of NGOs, we are working in a societal proposal. But when we are listening as a master students or bachelor students, we need to develop an idea proposal. We need to develop an idea proposals. That idea proposal only we converted as a research proposals, because each and every ideas are complete with research proposal. Example I will tell you. We know that we have a microscope in our laboratory. We have a microscope in our laboratory. The father of microorganism by Anthony Leuwenhoek. He only developed microscope, not a microscope. He only helped to develop a lens. Just an idea to implement the lens. After that, he identified something there. After that, many biological scientists came. We have a microbiology subject. After microbiology subject came, we understand the microbes, we understand the viral, we understand the fungi. After that, we developed the probiotic. After that, we developed the antibiotic. Just remember that we have a big, huge multidisciplinary subject of microbiology. But everything started from the single idea. That idea enhanced the lens of microscope. That is the reason Anthony works still the father of microbiology. The single idea will create a lot of impact in the world. Professor, please next. That is the reasons I told you, think yourself. If you think, lot of achievement we will have. well-defined plan, clarity, outline of the project, prepare goal, methodology, and potential impact. For that, the validation of each and the idea, we need a basic research requirement. We know that we have a very good ideas, professor, and how we can implement that idea. We can only conduct the research aspects, then we can develop lot of ideas. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. That is the reasons whenever I worked in previously, I worked in one industry, or previously I worked in some college. Wherever I work, I focusing students on a research aspects, because why the students need to think about the research, the knowledge will increase. When we are student, they are thinking about research oriented impact. It created a lot of knowledge, it developed problem solving skills, and also it developed critical thinking development, and also it is important for a societal impact and responsibility. When we are conducting some research, we have a lot of responsibility already with us. When we are working with some molecules, we know that the value of molecules. Once we understand the value of molecules, we never misuse the value of molecules. Professor, please next. Thank you, Professor. That is the reasons I told you. Research is a type of research that used for the scientific method to solve problem. With fundamental research deals with basic knowledge and understanding. That is the reasons I told you. Very simple. Research and development are more important for the commercial value. The simple idea, we can start a startup. The startup, we can become entrepreneur. The entrepreneur become a enterprise. Each business born from the basic understanding of research. That is the research or more value. Professor, please next. Yes, yes, we have a very good idea. We need to do a lot of, we need to develop that idea. How we can develop that idea? Remember that I believe, so for 10 years I'm working, more than 14 years I'm working in a research field. I believe that we can implement, we can development, we can do lot of innovations, lot of publications, lot of research, lot of ideas only through the collaborations activity, only through the collaborations activity. We need to know that the clear communications between the collaborator. We need to understand active listening of our collaborator. We need to develop utilizations technology, same as communications. We need to develop how we can get the feedback from our collaborator. We can conduct case studies. If we have these type of habit, you can create a very good collaborator. Nowadays, we have social media and opportunities are connected worldwide. Whatever we need to connect the peoples. If you are working in some molecules, we need to find a scientist of some molecules. You can ask Google. Google will give you these scientists are working in the particular molecule. Just to write a mail, Professor, I'm working in a particular molecules. We got a lot of problem in these molecules. We need to rectify it. Definitely, few professor will answer. Many professor will answer, because the world the focusing more on a research aspects. Thank you, Professor. Please next. That is a this is the basic slide how we can conduct uh, business concept. But as a student and as a researcher, we can identify, initially we can identify what are the problem we have. Through the problem we can develop some ideas. Through the ideas we can develop some research. The research that in business community we called as a prototype development. The research business community we called as a prototype. Once the prototype is completed, then proof of concept, minimum viable product, and scale up. That is the entirely the proof, and MVP and scale up is entirely business aspects 2 and 3. But initially one is depending on researcher. Our needed, our responsibility to understand what are the problem in our society, what are the problem in our local area, what are the problem in our district, what are the problem in our country, and what is the problem in whole uh, country and world. We need to address the problem. Through the problem we need to develop some idea. Through the ideas we need to develop some research. In the research we call it as a prototype development. This is the evaluation of proposal and basic applied research. After that, apply advanced research and it will create a lot of economic value. Thank you, Professor. Next. This is the reasons. They're very simple. We need to understand the concept. When we are focusing on a problem, we need to understand the concept of the problem. We need to get the details. What national, our country, what is the problem of the status, and what are the remedies there. And worldwide, we need to collect the internationals. What is the status of our problem, and what is the remedy they are taken. After that, we need to develop a unique method, that is the innovations implementations. After that, automatically it creates a lot of social outcome. The result in a next stage, the project summary, technical details, introduction of the objective, review status of the research and development, international, national, on target beneficiary of the proposal, work plan and reference, the timeline, activity milestone, and suggestion by the research outcome expertise from the project, and budget estimation summary. These are needed when you are preparing in a simple project. If you are doing MSc project, master project, just prepare before you are going through 2 to 3 page. Just prepare these type of proposal. You will get lot of information. Lot of information. Professor, please next. The worldwide 1 in 11 worldwide peoples are anger in 2023, 5 in 1 in Africa. Basically, uh, we are very comfortable. We are very comfortable. We have a 3 times food, and we have a very good mobile, and we have a very good education and all. Many people, they are hunger. That is the reason. Uh, Sustainable development goal. The number goal one, the power, no poverty. Number goal number two, no anger. That is the two goals are sustainable one and sustainable two. Hence, we not supposed to do lot of innovation in agriculture suddenly, but it happened. It happened. Agriculture one of the backbone for worldwide. It happened. People are working on it. But as a student, as a human being, do not waste your food. It impact lot of implementations in our society. Professor, please next. That is the reason I told you, right? The global sustainable development goal number 1 to goal number 17, we all together, we try to achieve any goal. We are, however, we are working, if we are working in a medicine plant, we can write our manuscript in the particular research. We are trying to target on the goal number 3 of good health and well-being. So we can write the goal number 3 in our manuscript when we are working with the antimicrobial or anti-inflammatory or anti-accident activity towards on the particular. If we are working with the education system, goal number 4 you can use. If we are working with the environmental, if we are controlling the environmental system, we can use goal number 6 in our manuscript. It created a lot of impact. Hence, the worldwide, the global collaborations are needed to achieve the sustainable development goal. Professor, please next. These are my collaborators. Now I need to include from your university, Professor. I need to include your name in my future slide. These are my collaborators. They supported me a lot, even though I'm working with them. Few from India, few from Malaysia, and few from Mexico, China, Brazil, Vietnam, South Korea, and Thailand. The professors are working. The research and development and innovations and implementation, everything happen only when we are collaborating each other and we are sharing our knowledge each other. That is the reasons I always interest to collaborate with everyone. Even I always interest to interact with students also. That is the gifted for me to deliver some talk on a student development. Next, Professor. Service to mankind, always service to God. Thank you for wonderful opportunity, Professor. That is a great opportunity given by you, and thank you for mathematics and biological science dean, and thank you other professors, and my most thanks for all the student participant. Almost 7:30, I think they reach 7. They're spending a lot of time in the evening. Thank you all, one and all. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. No issues. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Ranjit. So Swami Vivekananda. It's mean thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. It is from Sanskrit or
It is from Sanskrit.
okay, Sanskrit. Yeah,
Sanskrit.
let's come back to our student. So, student, please raise up your hand if you have any question. Let's discuss together. It's really nice. It's really excited presentation, and we have so huge information, and then a lot of perspective to observe the natural product from plant, animal, microbes, and so on. Because in our department, we have several research group. So from biotechnology, the student, there are two students here working in protein development from the bacteria, and then from the fungi, from the sample from the seed, observe the protein for the vaccine development. And also some students from the zoology, they're working to observe the enzyme. I'm sorry, from microbiology, working from enzyme from the industrial product. And some students from biology in botany department. We have here Farhan working with liverwort, Tumurtia hirsuta, for the antimicrobe and antivirus development. And the other student also have several topic correlated to the natural product, yeah, based on the biodiversity and so on. So please, student, raise up your hand and deliver your question. Okay, Mas Farhad, first, yeah. Please unmute your voice.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fuad. Thank you, Mr. Fuad. Good evening to all, especially Mr. Ranjithkumar. Good evening. I'm very interesting to your presentation, especially innovation product to moringa powder. I think the best innovation. In Indonesia, I think the most diversity for the plant, and then we also have a rich diversity of plants to be full explore for their phytochemicals profiles and the potential to natural medicine for the future. And then I have a question for Mr. Ranjithkumar.
Yes.
How do you think about to the bioactive compounds or phytochemical compounds profiles of moringa in India is similar to that found in other countries? Example, maybe moringa in Indonesia. What the difference to the chemical compound contents of moringa olivera between India and Indonesia? And then what's your opinion to the effective methods for the phytochemical analysis, especially the chromatography methods, LCMS, GCMS, or an MR, or others methods? Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, really very nice questions you asked. What is the basic different if moringa in India, are they same moringa in Indonesia? That is the reasons. That is the reasons we develop the phyto instrumentations to understand the phytochemicals. When we are getting uh, moringa from India, the same you are getting moringa from same Indonesia. Both are extracting. Both are using same methodology for extracting. Both are identify the phytochemicals in both HPLC or HPTLC or GCMS, LCMS for both same time. But definitely it differs of the quantity and quality of the phytochemicals, because that is the what the climate, the global impact logged. What are the medicine plant and what are the resource available in the Amazon forest? The quality of the plant and phytochemicals we never get back in another area. So same thing. Why this is happen? I am living in a India, that particular climate conditions, my background, my gene adapted for that. Based on that, my system will work. You are living in a Indonesia. Based on that, your system will work. The same happening for a plant also. That is the reasons nowadays the worldwide peoples are focusing more on native development, NATIVE, native development. The develop your product in your country. It act better in your peoples. That means the particular regions peoples, because we are adapting on that. Especially like a food habit. We have a lot of different food habit because the conditions of environmental like that. Definitely not only in country wise. In India, we are isolating molecules from, I am presenting in Chennai, we are isolating molecules from the Chennai, Tamil Nadu, we are isolating molecule from the Nilgiri district, we are isolating molecule from the Assam, we are isolating molecule from the Delhi, we are isolating molecule from the Jammu, differ, it's differ, it's differ. In additional information I will give you, very simple. In India, we have a multiple locations. We have a multiple locations. We have a multiple locations. We have all over India. Multiple locations. We have apple, fruit, apple. But the Simla apple one of the top end apples. So tea cultivations also. We know that India one of the biggest country for tea cultivations. But Assam tea one of the biggest. Because the Assam tea containing lot of benefited phytochemicals when compared to other state. So region to region, place to place, the content of the phytochemicals are differ. Not in a name, it is in a differ in a property. It a differ in a quantity. It a differ in a applications. It is differ in applications. It's happened. It's happened. That is the reason the global climate conditions. That is the reasons in sustainable development goals also they have a climate action is one of the goal. Climate action is the one of the goal. That phytochemicals. Second question you raised from the how we can identify the phytochemicals. So far many library are developed in LCMS, HPLC, GCMS. So far many library developed. When we isolating, we compare with the library and we are reporting that the particular compound this and this. But when we are identify the unknown compound, we need to isolate the unknown compound and we need to go for NMR and we need to go for X-ray crystallography and we need to develop the structure of that compound. Yes, any other?
Yeah, thank you very much for the answer. And then let's continue to the next question. Any other student, please raise up your hand. Okay, Mas Rizky Suryawijaya, please.
Okay, thank you for Mr. Fuad and for your amazing presentation for Dr. Rajithkumar. I want to ask some question about as an Indonesian people. In Indonesian, usually to farmer have to plan have to planting a plant that direct economic value. How we can convey that farmer or communities that plant have a benefit in many side, not a direct economic value, or misal farmer sell moringa uh, to the market to make a food, not this. Yeah. Uh, as Indonesian people, because usually a farmer uh, uh, that plant not have a direct economic value, a farmer have to planting uh, lebih memilih mohon maaf what
prefer to choose
gini.
to plan another thing.
Yes. If
How we can
I think I can get your questions. Very
yes,
simple.
yes.
Farmer spending lot of time, lot of energy. He planted, he cultivated energy, but the farmer will get lot of value for the particular plant. Not getting particular plant. But we know that the moringa is one of the biggest molecules worldwide. That is the good marketing value. But the marketing value not directly help with the farmer. Directly not help with the farmer. That is the reasons nowadays a lot of startup industry or startup. They are purchasing from the farmer. Here, the farmer have moringa tree. That's it. Farmer have moringa tree. But after that, the processing of moringa leaf, the processing of moringa fruit, the processing of moringa seed become a product is a biggest challenge. Many industry are doing that. Now we not supposed to implement everything in suddenly. We need to create one hub. In India, they are created. That hub is called Farmer Producing Organization. Farmer Producing Organization. So 200 farmer, 100 farmer together, they are starting the organization. They are in the FPO, they are developing formalizing product. Here they are cultivating from the land, they are coming to the FPO, they are processing, they are make as a product, they are selling. Now the farmer getting direct benefit from the market. We need to create like that. In region to regions, we need to create like that. We need to interact with farmer. If very basic, simple, if in your college, you can start any simple concept to connect the farmer, We can educate the value of the farming system. And we can educate the what are the availability of marketing availability. We can connect the peoples. We can connect the peoples. We can connect the buyers and we can connect the sellers. Otherwise, the peoples are working in a third man. When third man entry, everything will be collapsed. That is the reason the buyer seller is a more important. If another one aspect, the people will told G2D, government to customers. If Indonesia government needed that much of quantity, the farmer can directly connect with the government. They can get 100% benefit of farming system. Yes, thank you. Next.
Yeah, okay, thank you. So this is also interested to joining for this discussion, but because in our faculty we are now implementing new university vision. Our research now should be in collaboration to develop the industrial agriculture, but must be in sustainable use. So from the general condition of a traditional farmer, people usually only growing the crop that have direct economy value. For example, what Mas Rizky Suryawijaya talking it, what they plant now and then what can directly they sell to the market. And the easiest way is to get as fast as possible money. And in other side, several aspect of the scientists want to also develop some product from the forest, and then they extract this plant from the forest, and then some of them they cultivate it in the farmland area. But still, the problem what we are having now is that the sustainability market. So, for example, during the coronavirus, the market of the ginger, tamarind, yeah, and so on for the herbal purposes quite high because the demand is increased. But after the corona getting down and then the new habits coming, people now more consumes the fast food again. Yeah, they're coming back to the previous activities, letting the good healthy way during the coronavirus, and then it's coming back to the previous style. And then what the industrial or startup already implementing during 2021 until 2023 now start decreasing because of this living style in Indonesia. So from your perspective, as I know, India is one of the leader of pharmacy industries around the world. Do you have any experience when you are having the problem like this?
Definitely, Professor. It's happen everywhere. Because, for example, I will tell you the garlic, one of the leading product when we have a coronavirus. The garlic based extract, the leading product when we have a coronavirus. After that, after 2 to 3 years, also it increased. Now, again the decrease, and again the marketing fluctuations are happening everywhere. That is the reasons the role of researcher, they are nowadays initiate to develop the product from the particular thing. If you have a raw ginger, if you have a raw moringa, if you have a raw that garlic, it expires soon. When you develop product from the particular things, you make it a product and keep it. When the market value hit, you can sell. Or if you have a product, you can connect your network. You can connect your network. For example, I will tell you Moringa oil, one of the famous in marketing. Moringa oil, one of the famous in marketing. That is what we need to develop. So that is the reasons everywhere the Ministry of Agriculture and the Ministry of Health and Medicines, they are focusing to get some new concept of developing product from the raw materials, because we have a lot of raw materials. The value of the raw materials only 15 days, 20 days, maximum 1 month. When the converted as a product, the product will lead a 2 to 3 years, for example. That is the reasons everywhere. Whenever we are in India nowadays, the culture is different. Whenever we submitting a research proposal, they are asking what is the product we are going to develop from your research. They are asking questions. What is the develop from the? At least we need to develop. At least we need to mention the few key point on how we can develop in the future. That is the more valuable things. Even we know that tomato agriculture, tomato is one of the India's second leading country, tomato. But the maximum validity of the tomato 2 to 3 days, maximum 5 days, the based on the climatic conditions. But that is the reason farmer producing organization developed tomato sauce, developed tomato sauce. Now they developed chili sauce. That is the sauce based. Why? We need to increase in the marketing value of the particular agriculture product. If particular country have lot of particular agriculture materials, they need to focus on how we can develop the different combination product from the particular materials, and the sustainability of the material will increase. Yes, Professor.
Thank you very much. We still have it's already 34, so we still have about 6 minutes
No issues.
discussion for student. Any question more? Or the other thing, it's related to the previous question from Mas Abdillah Maulana Farhan about the characterization and identification of chemical compound. For example, if we have sample from different region, and now in our research group we also working from metabolomic analysis. For example, from this liverwort, Tumortera hirsuta, we try to observe the differences between the sample collection time. So from the same area, but we harvest the sample one in the raining season, and then the other one we coming back to the same location and then take the sample in the dry season, and then we compare it. And then, yeah, we know in the biology side, we always working in the really basic work. So observing and then characterization, and then try to find the metabolite alternation and so on. And in your side, your working is in the near to the tip of the product, yeah, the end of the product improvement, like the technique for a green synthesis, and then for the synthetic improvement of the specific compound. So if you see this position for our sub biology and then molecular chemistry, we actually collaborate each other, but sometimes the catch is always when we try to find the research funding, for example, in the country origin. For example, in Indonesia, from biology part, if we are applying for the research grant from the government or from the company, they're always asking the end of the product, yeah. And for your side, what I see sometimes, and then the company or the funding program always asking what is the novelty of your research. Sometimes this is two different sides. So with your experience collaboration, I see from Mexico, from the Korea and India, Malaysia, how to deal with this condition when you applying the research project?
Yeah, actually, Professor, when we are focusing on a research proposals, initially we need to target on the high problematic uh, high problematic area in our region. That is the research. For example, when we are working with Mexico, that is the water, one of the problematic area there, especially in dye pollutions and also heavy metal pollutions. That is the reasons government will give easily, government and university seat grant they will provide, because the problem is high. Another one example I will tell you. Now I am working with the India International University with Professor Ling Ching Wang. I is a pro vice chancellor for that university and professor for health and life science department. We developed, already completed one project on the colon cancer, and followed by now we are working on wound healing, because in Malaysia nowadays the colon cancer one of the biggest issue, one of the biggest issue. The people need the treatment and need a discovery of medicines from the herb. That is the reason their the problem is standardized problem. We need to create a solution. That is, we need to select our problem as a most viable problem. Then only we can get easy funding. Reason we can easily get. In another one thing, very simple logic. In Vietnam, they are also agriculture background country. There also the rice one of the huge cultivation. The rice straw, one of the national waste. In India also rice straw, one of the national waste. The 1 acre, almost 6 to 7 tons of rice straw. Just remember how the farmers are degrade that particular rice straw. Still, we don't have a technology to degrade. Still, we don't have a technology to, we just burn and we finished with rice straw. That is the reason we are trying to, we are focusing on isolating the nanocellulose from the rice straw. We can use the nanocellulose for other plastic. We have a paper cup, right? Paper cup coating. So if our problem is in a top area, our solutions will meet. If both will match, we can easily pitch our proposal. That's what even the people need it. For example, nowadays the global warming, one of the biggest issue. Global warming, one of the biggest issue, especially they told carbon emission. Now the peoples are focusing on native microbes. utilize native microbes for agriculture. For example, I will tell you, I am in India. I am developing some microorganism which will help as a growth promoter. So we can sell my microbes to the Indonesia. It will not work. It work. The efficiency of the microbes will low. The same, you can isolate microbes from your land. You can develop product. You can use it. That is the different aspects. When if we feel very happy when we are in our home, we are happy, but we are not comfortable when we are in our friend or other relative home. That's what microbes are. The microbes play vital role in engaging the soil fertility. The region to regions is in a different aspects, and we need to focus on, especially on the top end problem. We need to propose our solutions towards on the top end problem. If someone never did any phytochemicals identification of the some plant, if we are writing in our proposals based on our knowledge, this is the first report on phytochemical identification of so and so plant. Now we can possible to get a funding easily because we are targeting in the first persons. So if we are focusing on some disease oriented, if the COVID time multiple project are sanctioned, if the COVID time multiple product are sanctioned, now the AMR one of the biggest issue. If we are focusing on a AMR antimicrobial resistance, we can get lot of funding. Even the cancer nowadays one of the biggest issue worldwide is the biggest issue. This is because not only for genetic, that is because of climate conditions, this is because of food habit, and this is because of our daily physical activity. It is one of the biggest. We can focus towards on that type of issues, and we can write a proposal. Our proposal need to meet the application oriented. For that application, we need a characterizations, we need a collections. So hence, when we are focusing on applications, we can complete all rest of things very easily, Professor. Very easily. Thank you, Professor.
Okay, thank you very much. I agree with you. It is just focus on the hot issue and then what we can contribute to this subject based on our competencies. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. It's already 1.5 hour. Really nice talking, and then insightful from your side.
Thank you.
Ranjithkumar. So, student, thank you very much for your attendance. Applause for our special guest lecturer, Dr. Ranjithkumar Rajamani.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for everybody's coming today, and then for the two students that give two questions, and then our special thank also for our Professor David, the Dean of Faculty of the Mathematics, that still stay together with us. And let's close our course today together by say Alhamdulillahirobbilalamin. Alhamdulillah. I mean, that's what the way of the Muslim way in Indonesia. Thank you, Dr. Ranjithkumar.
Yeah.
We are very happy have you here in our talk, and we will have another talk maybe in next semester. Yeah, another course, and I will also sharing this video to our department. So usually when we make a record like this and we publish in our YouTube, and then every year student can use this YouTube for their study topic, and also this will be give another idea for another course. That's maybe we have another topic that related to this topic with you. Yeah. So if we put this video in YouTube, would it fine for you, Dr. Ranjithkumar?
Yes. No issues. It's fine.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I will share you the link after the YouTube is published in our channel in the Faculty of Mathematics and Science YouTube channel. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you.
Thank you, Professor. Thank you. See you, Professor.
Option. Okay.
Thank you.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye-bye.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.